A lot of people think you need to escape the city to go on a scenic hike, but I beg to differ. Every city has plenty of opportunities for awesome hikes that will show you a side of your city I bet you've never seen before. Today I'm going to show you what the San Francisco Crosstown Trail looks like, and maybe convince you to go hiking in your city. The San Francisco Crosstown Trail spans the northwest corner of San Francisco to the southeast corner of San Francisco. It's 16.5 miles long, and it goes through some of SF's most beautiful parks. The trail bypasses traditional tourist areas and trendy neighborhoods, so chances are you're going to see a lot of stuff that you haven't heard of before. In the words of the SF Chronicle, it's a San Francisco trail for San Franciscans who think they've seen it all. The SF Crosstown Trail starts, or ends, depending on your point of view, in Land's End, a part of the national park attached to the Golden Gate Bridge. It has amazing views of the Pacific Ocean and the Golden Gate Bridge. After you get out of Land's End, you pass through the Seacliff neighborhood, where there are some pretty spectacular mansions to check out. If you want, you can head down to China Beach from Seacliff. It's not the prettiest beach, but it gives you some of the best views of the Golden Gate Bridge on the hike. From Seacliff, you get into part of the Presidio, which is a 1,500-acre park and former military outpost. The area you walk through gives you a peek into what San Francisco looked like before it turned into a city. Basically lots of sand dunes and smaller plants. From the Presidio, you walk down Park Presidio Boulevard towards Golden Gate Park. There are trails next to the road, so even though you're walking next to a busy street, you feel like you're in nature. Inner Richmond is right nearby if you want to stop for lunch here. There's some great Chinese food, some great Russian food, a bunch of stuff to see and do. Next, you head towards Golden Gate Park. Golden Gate Park is probably one of the best urban parks in the country. It's shaped like Central Park flipped on its side, and it has everything you could want in a park. We passed through the Rose Garden and hiked past Stowe Lake, where you can rent paddle boats and even climb a hill on an island to the middle of the lake. Now, if you enjoy seeing all this footage of SF, I recommend you follow my new Instagram account, @SFNeighborhood, to learn more about San Francisco. The best view of the hike comes at Grandview Park. You have to walk up multiple flights of colorful stairs, which makes the arduous trek a little more fun. From Grandview Park, you can see downtown and the Pacific Ocean all at once. A little while later, you get to the Laguna Honda Community Trail System, where there's almost 3 miles of uninterrupted trails in the middle of the city. We headed down a little further to Glen Canyon Park, which was such a pleasant surprise. It's an urban canyon, and the footage here doesn't do it justice. It's just one of a kind, secluded spot, absolutely the best views. It feels like you're in an entirely different city. After Glen Canyon Park, you come out into the Glen Park neighborhood, which is a very nice place to stop for a snack or something. We stopped and got boba. Crossing this bridge over the 280 was a huge milestone. Maclaren Park is probably the most underrated park in SF. You get great views, and the view to the south is pretty stunning and not something you get in other SF parks. After Maclaren Park, you're walking through the Visitation Valley and the Portola neighborhoods, which were once Irish Catholic neighborhoods but which today seem to have a lot of Chinese influence. The end, or beginning of the trail depending on your approach, is the Candlestick State Recreation Area, which looks out towards East Bay. If you start from here, it's a really good place to see the sunrise. Thanks for watching this video. If you like videos about long trails, I recommend you watch my Erie Canal video where I document my trip traveling across New York State from Albany to Buffalo. Please follow me on Instagram at @the_DC show and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and I'll see you next time on the DC show.